This morning I took the bread out of the fridge, which I left it overnight to rest in the fridge cupboard, and I popped it into a Dutch oven, which is really, you can make a Dutch oven out of anything, but I use a Le Creuset pot, and I popped it into here, and we'll just see how it's sprung, because it should have sprung quite nicely. There we go. So that's what it's currently looking like, and I've been leaving it in a very, very hot oven. Started at 260 degrees Celsius, and then dropped it down to 230, and it was about 20 minutes for 260, 10 minutes for 230, and we'll pop it in there for another 15 to 25 minutes, just like this, on 230, and we may leave it in a little bit longer as well after that. Okay, and that's the final product of the first lockdown sourdough bread. As you can see, those are all the bubbles that have been formed from the yeast, and that is why when we mix the sourdough, you have to remember that you've got to mix it where you keep the strands going. That's what ends up happening. So inside all those strands are a whole lot of bubbles, and then they form a beautiful, lovely texture on the bread. And we're going to have this for breakfast. It's going to be great.
Cool, so welcome to day 13. Been a busy day of working, but that's cool. Yeah, it's a great day today. The weather's awesome. Looks really nice and clear outside. And yeah, I'm still feeling stiff from the exercises the other day, which is weird.
So I thought I'd just give a quick phase 2 of the planting of my herbs in the pots. You'll remember that I showed you all the pots my brother-in-law Ross gave me. Well, they've been painted there, painted some black, some brown, got some terracotta ones here. We've planted some chard and some tomatoes, and hopefully next time when I show you this, it'll be looking a little bit better than it is now. The best thing to use, especially if you don't do a lot of DIY and you want a quick easy fix, are these chalk paints. But they are the absolute best to paint anything you want. Okay, so James just called us now. These wretched hens have skipped over the fence or got through somehow into another part of the garden. So yeah, I just thought I would have a shot of them because they're lucky Colson wasn't on this side as well, who is our Airedale. So yeah, we'll have to herd them all back. There's Grace catching one now. Don't flap your wings.
My mom's after Pop's drawn out death. I wish the best, I wish that and all the rest. Sometimes I wonder if I felt more at home in my own skin instead of always feeling.
Okay, I know it doesn't look like much at the moment, but I bought this amazing old sort of office typist chair on auction a while ago, and I stripped it back. There's the seat there, and there's the back part. And I'd contacted a guy about buying some leather to cover it in. But of course with our lockdown and that, all that went by the wayside. Grace had some of this beautiful sort of teal coloured velvet, which she said I could use. So I just got an old scatter cushion inner, which I got from, it was upstairs in our linen cupboard. It had one of these horrible cheap ones that's got that sticky stuff on the inside. So I just made a cheap little leftover sheet cover for it. And I used the seat as a template, and I cut out one piece of faux leather which will go on the bottom, using it as a template, and then I cut out the velvet slightly bigger because it's going to be curving over the cushion cover. So yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Because I had to cut my top layer of fabric probably about 2 centimeters around the whole lot bigger, because it's going to absorb the bump of the cushion. The corners were much bigger than the corners of the underpiece. So the best way to do this is to hand tack it all the way along here like that, and then to just pull it in until it fits onto that same curve, and get it as even as possible, and then put your pins parallel like that because it holds it better, and then that should give you the give in the middle here that your cushion needs to form a lump under. Okay, so there we go. I've machine stitched it now, and I just wanted to also point out that I'd use this bright red thread against the blue fabric because it's very easy to see. So now you can pull it out, and you don't battle to find out where your temporary tack stitches.
Or should I been more focused on where feet wanted to go? If I died right now, no lie, I'd have a few regrets. Wish I spent more time out biking instead of smoking cigarettes. Wish I worked more on music instead of alternating steps. Probably should have talked more to people I thought were interesting as heck. Probably should have gotten closer to my moms after Pops drowned out death. I wish the best, I wish that and all the rest. Sometimes I wonder if I felt more at home in my own skin instead of always feeling fake. But my genuine moments stop feeling off and out of place. All my smiles seem strange. I walk like I'm trying on a wig, or a mask, or a laugh, or a face, or a faith in my place in this path. But so I'm trying to change that and live inside the moment, not the past. See the present unwrapped, cause the moment's all we have, till it's gone. I'm just waiting, hoping the next one go last a little longer than the one before it, cause there's only so many I can grab before they all start slipping out of hand. As they go past me, I see the last me.
Cool, so that is day 13 officially done. I'm pretty sure you guys were just as excited as I was when my dad finished the sourdough bread. That's just a joke. But yeah, thanks so much for watching once again today. I know this one is a little bit longer than usual. We try to keep it at 5 minutes, but thank you for joining us regardless. Once again, just thank you so much for watching these videos and for all the likes and the comments and the supports and the encouragement. Really means a lot to us, so thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow for day 14. 2 weeks officially in lockdown. That is crazy. See you then. Bye bye. Stay healthy, stay safe. We'll see you then.